نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Respected listeners and viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This Quranic program is presented by Adult Quranic Education Program. Today, inshallah, we should go ahead with our Quranic studies, starting from verse number 94 of chapter 2, Al-Baqarah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Kul, O Prophet, O Messenger Muhammad, peace be upon him, tell these Jews of Medina, in kanat lakum ad-dar al-akhirah, if the home of the next world in the like khalisatan min dunin nas is reserved for you out of all the people of the world, fatamannaw al-maut, then wish for death, in kuntum sadiqeen, if you are truthful. Walan yatamannaw abada, but they shall never wish for death. Bima qadamat aydihim, because they know what they have put forth with their own hands. Wallahu alimun bi-dhalimin, and Allah knows well these wrongdoers. Wala tajidannahum ahras an-nas, you will find them, that means these Jews, you will find so greedy of this worldly life, al-ahya, about this worldly life. وَمِنَ الَّذِينَ أَشْرَكُوا, even more greedy than these polytheists. يَوَدْ أَحَدُهُمْ, everybody amongst them would wish لَوْ يَعْمَرْ أَلْفَ سَنَةٍ, that he lives or he is granted a life of 1,000 years. وَمَا هُوَ بِمُزَحْزِحِهِ مِنَ الْعَذَابِ, and even that life is not going to save them from that punishment of God. And even if they are granted such a long life. Wallahu basirun bima ya'malun, well, Allah watches what they are doing. Kul, say, O Messenger, man kana uduwa li Jibril, whoever is enemy to angel, فَإِنَّهُ نَزَّلُ عَلَى قَلْبِكَ, it is he who brings down or brings down to you on your heart the revelations bi'ithnillah, by Allah's command, musaddiqan lima bayna yadayhi, which confirms, which is with them, which has come even before, wa hudan wa bushra, and is guidance and glad tidings lil mu'minin, for the believers. Man kana uduwa lillah, whoever is enemy to Allah, wa malaikati, and his angels, wa rusuli, and his messengers, and Jibril, and the angel Gabriel, wa Mikael, and angel Michael, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ عَدُوٌّ لِلْكَافِرِينَ, surely Allah is enemy of such disbelievers. وَلَقَدْ أَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ آيَاتٍ بَيِّنَاتٍ, O Muhammad, peace be upon him, certainly we have sent down clear message to you. وَمَا يَكْفُرُ بِهَا, but none disbelieves in these messages, إِلَّا الْفَاسِقُونَ, except those who are defiantly disobedient. أَوَكُلَّمَا أَحَدُ أَحْدًا, whenever they take a covenant, نَبَذَهُ فَرِيقٌ مِّنْهُمْ, a group amongst them throws it away. بَلْ أَكْثَرُهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ, but most of them are not ready to believe. صَدَقَ اللَّهُ الْعَظِيمُ. Again the same about this, just a small background you have to keep in mind. These Jews of Medina, since they were in minority, they didn't enjoy a majority, they didn't enjoy such influence as rulers as Arabs were. And these Jews would sometimes say, when they were asked, because they were used to boast about their prophets, their revelations, and their ancestry, ignorant Arabs would sometimes ask them, why is it then, if you have such a great ancestry, you claim to be the followers of great prophets like Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, Moses, let God be pleased with them all, peace and blessings be upon them. if you claim to be their followers, then why is your condition, you are living in small pockets here and there scattered? No collective community you don't have. Why is it? And why are living in a miserable life? They would say that in fact this world is a prison for us. Actually we are going to be successful and will attain high level in the life hereafter, because that life is reserved for us, because they used to claim that we are the children and favorites of God, as Quran says. The Jews used to say that we are offsprings of God and his favorites. That whatever we do, everything is for us in the next world. Gardens of paradise, all the comforts, all the bounties, all the favors of God are reserved for us. And this world is nothing, they used to say, Jews, but a prison for us, a place of hardship. But the eternal world is reserved for us too. Quran says, if you are truthful in this, then why don't you wish for death? So that you are relieved of this pain and agonies of this world. You are released and freed from this prison. And you enjoy all the comforts of the next world, in the gardens of paradise, roam freely wherever you like to, and eat and drink whatever you like to, and live wherever you would like. This is the background of these verses. Kul, O Messenger Muhammad, peace be upon him, tell them, ask them, in kanat lakum darul akhiratu khalisatan min dunin nas. Tell them, O Messenger Muhammad, peace be upon him, if abode of the hereafter, your home of the hereafter, or abode of hereafter, is especially for you, out of the whole humankind, because you claim to be offsprings of God and his favorites. Then fatamanu al-maut, then wish for death, in kuntum sadiqin. If you are truthful, if you are sincere in your claims, then why don't you wish for death? How can they? Quran gives an answer for this. O Muhammad, peace be upon him, walan yatamannahu abada, they shall never wish for death. Bima qadamat aydihim, because they know what they have sent forth. They boast, they claim, they argue against others, but themselves they know what deeds they have been committing throughout history and what they are doing now by rejecting the Master of Muhammad, peace be upon him. How immoral, they know themselves how immoral they are. How godlessness has people penetrated in their blood and in their deep in their community. They know it, and they know what they have sent for the next world. They will never wish for death, even though they claim that abode of hereafter is only reserved for us out of whole humankind. Quran says, "Walan yatamannahu abada." They shall never wish for it or for death. Bima qadamat aydihim, for what they have put forth, what they have sent for, the deeds they have sent for the next world. They know it. Wallahu alimun bizzalimin, and Allah knows these disbelievers. Wala tajidannahum ahrasan nas. Quran continues this argument. O Messenger, O Muhammad, O believers, you will find them more greedy of this worldly life, Allah haya of this great life. Though they say, we have no greed of this world, we are in prison, we are in hardships, we are in pains and agonies in this world. Actual world and comforts are reserved for us in the next world. We hate this world. This life is nothing but a prison and but a place of hardship for us. The Quran says they are lying. They are trying to cheat others, but in fact they are deceiving their own selves. Quran says, "Wala tajidannahum ahrasan nas." You will find them most greedy about this worldly life. They are most greedy. وَمِنَ الَّذِينَ أَشْرَكُوا, even more greedy for this worldly life than these polytheists, than these idolaters. They are more greedy. They are more greedy of this world. Though they say we have nothing in this world, nor do we have any greed for this. يَوَدْ أَحَدُهُمْ لَوْ يَعْمَرُ أَلْفَ سَنَةٍ. Everyone amongst them would wish to live for 1,000 years. That wish that he may be granted a life of 1,000 years. But that they claim that we have nothing to do with this life is wrong. They are simply cheating and deceiving others, but in fact they are deceiving them their own selves. The fact is, you will find them the most greedy of this world, even greedier than polytheists and those who associate partners with God. Everyone amongst them would love to or wish to live for 1,000 years. But Quran says, وَمَا هُوَ بِمُزَعْزِهِ مِنَ الْعَذَابِ أَنْ يُعَمَّرَ. Even if they are granted that long life, that would not save them from that punishment which is in store for them for their misdeeds in the next world. وَاللَّهُ بَصِيرٌ بِمَا يَعْمَلُونَ. And Allah watches that what they are doing. He knows it. He knows their ins and outs. He knows what they say with their tongues, and He knows that too, what is concealed in their hearts. Kul man kana udwali Jibreel. This too we need to know one thing. Since Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, used to receive revelations, that the compilation of the revelations is Quran, right? Which continued for 23 long years. Sometimes 5 verses, sometimes 3, sometimes 10 verses, which were written down in the time of the Prophet as explained before, and then compiled in book form, what we find today, in this pristine purity, without any contamination, without any alteration or addition or subtraction, pure Quran. This is based on revelation. And these revelations were brought to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, by Allah's will. They were sent to Muhammad, peace be upon him, through Gabriel, what we call, whom we call Jibreel, the greatest among all the angels. These, you can imagine the hatred, the insolent envy, arrogance, jealousy of these Jews. They would sometimes feel this Gabriel, they would consider Gabriel, that Jibreel, as their enemy. How come this Gabriel is bringing a revelation to Muhammad, peace be upon him, by which he has attained prophethood? They would speak ill of Gabriel. They would abuse Gabriel. Even imagine arrogance at its height. Is explained here. Kul man kana udwal Jibreel. Whoever, say, O messenger, whoever is enemy to Gabriel. Simply, why are they enemies? They have turned not only enemies of Muhammad, peace be upon him, but they have turned their animosity against Gabriel, the angel. Imagine, the greatest angel. They are blaming. That why did you, that simply فَإِنَّهُ نَزَلُ عَلَى قَلْبِكَ بِإِذْنِ, simply because it is He who brings to your heart, these revelations by Allah's will. They have turned inimical to Gabriel also. They declared angel Gabriel to be one of their enemies. Kul man kana aduwwan lil Jibreel. Say, O messenger, who is enemy to Gabriel? فَإِنَّهُ نَزَلَ عَلَى قَلْبِكَ بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. Because it is He who sends down or brings to your heart, O messenger, by Allah's will, these revelations. مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ. Those revelations which confirm what is present before, that earlier revelations, it upholds, it confirms. Wahuda, and these revelations which Gabriel is bringing from Allah down to Muhammad, peace be upon him, it is huda, it is guidance for all humankind. Wabushra, and in these revelations are good news and glad tidings. Lil mu'minin, for believers, that victory, ultimate victory is for them. And in the next world, they will be in the gardens of bliss, in gardens of paradise, with all the comforts. They will be rewarded. These are the good news. The Quran, the revelation which Gabriel brings by Allah's will to Muhammad, peace be upon him, it is guidance for whole humankind, and it also contains good news, glad tidings for true believers. The second verse is in its continuation. Man kana aduwwan lillah. Secondly, one thing we have to remember, Jews, the way they distorted their revelations, they perverted their scriptures. One example is like this. They used to believe, it's in their books too, that in fact Jibreel or Gabriel, he is not an angel of revelation. He is in fact angel of chastisement and punishment. Whereas it is in fact Michael, another whom we call Mikael, the angel who is responsible for bringing revelation to the prophets. This was their perversion. They perverted the text and scriptures and their beliefs. one who speaks against the Prophet of God, the fact is that in fact he is enemy to God. He expresses his enmity to Allah, because a messenger or a prophet doesn't say anything of his own. He doesn't appoint himself as prophet. It is divine appointment. When somebody challenges the prophethood, that means he is challenging the authority of Allah the Almighty. If his Quran says, "Man kana aduwwan lillah," whoever is enemy to God, enemy to Allah, wa malaikati, and his angels, as explained before, Michael and Gabriel angels, wa rusuli, wa malaikati, and angels, wa rusuli, and his messengers, wa Jibril wa Mikael, and who is enemy to Gabriel and Michael, the angels, fa inna Allah aduwwun lil kafirin. Let it be known once for all that Allah is their enemy, that Allah will take them to task for these false beliefs and for their animosity and hatred and arrogance. He will take them to task. Now, this verse, next verse 99, it's addressed to Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him. That need not to worry. We have conveyed this message to you. You are on the right path. You are the true messenger. Let them say anything. Their words have no value. They didn't respect and honor their own prophets, including their greatest prophet Moses. So why, oh Muhammad, peace upon you, will feel shocked, or you'll feel somehow discouraged by their rejection of your prophethood? Need not to worry. You are a prophet as Moses was. You are true. You are honest. You are the last of the messengers. You are receiving the revelation. That's all. You don't need any certificate from any quarter, including these Jews who are turned inimical not only to you, but to God and His messengers and His angels. Quran says, "Walakad anzalna ilayka ayatin bayinat." O Messenger, O Muhammad, peace on him, certainly we have sent, surely we have sent ayatin bayinat, clear message and clear proofs to you through these revelations. وَمَا يَكْفُرُ بِهَا, and none disbelieves in them, إِلَّا الْفَاسِقُونَ, except who are definitely disobedient. That means, O Muhammad, peace upon him, if these people of the book, people of the scriptures, that Jews are rejecting, you need not to worry. It's of course, surely and certainly, we have sent down these clear messages and revelations to you. And be sure, none rejects these messages except who are definitely disobedient. So it is their problem. Let them face the consequences of their rejection, these Jews who are interested in these verses. أَوَكُلَّمَا أَحَدُ أَحَدًا, hasn't it happened always? Then whenever they took a covenant, whenever a covenant was taken from them, نَبَذَهُ فَرِيقٌ مِّنْهُمْ, a group amongst them used to throw that back. They didn't care about that covenant and that promise. We read in previous verses, وَإِذْ أَخَذَ مِيثَاقَكُمْ وَرَفَعْنَا فَوْقَكُمُ الطُّورَ, and when we raised Mount Sinai over you and took a covenant, and you turned back, you broke that promise. You promised Moses to be his true followers. But when he was away from you just for a few days, you turned to the worship of calf. And Quran says it has been their practice through and through. أَوَكُلَّمَا أَحَدُ أَحَدًا. Isn't it that whenever they took a covenant, نَبَذَهُ فَرِيقٌ مِّنْهُمْ, a group amongst them used to throw it away. They didn't care. They didn't bother about that. They had no respect for any promise or any covenant they took. بَلْ أَكْثَرُهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. But the fact is, most of them are not ready to believe. They are not ready to believe. They don't care these promises and these covenants. صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم والحمد لله رب العالمين.